on the air.
Excuse me, you come
Or
here
should
often?
we say mushroom?
Very sexy. Who's a sexy man?
Hey, who's a sexy woman? That's what I want to know.
And you match Dr. Wu. This is very nice.
Who is this woman, Dorothy?
This is my dermatologist.
How about a more general introduction?
My dermatologist.
She has a name?
Dr. Jessica Wu.
Oh, okay. Thank you for coming in. We've been asking you for a while. Now, the idea here is I know Dorothy has an narrower world. This is beyond
to sell
wine.
the book.
Yeah.
Now, wait, Dorothy, she's your
That's not,
dermatologist.
Dorothy, that's not the idea. A lot of people are confused about what foods are healthy for their skin and their health in general, right? So you're going to go through some of the myths and some of the things and show us, and we're going to guess?
Yes, you're going to play a quiz.
Very cute for
Isn't she
Yes.
dermatologist. Okay.
How do you like her?
Yeah.
So a lot of people at home this time of day probably are getting ready to head out the door. Maybe a lot of people haven't had time to have breakfast. So like me, if you don't know how to cook, you're going to go to the coffee shop and grab something to eat on the way to work, right?
Okay.
So what are you going to have in the morning? Are you going to have a muffin or a breakfast sandwich? What do you think, Mr. Stylish?
Well, I go for the breakfast sandwich
I'm gonna have
because
this right
there
now.
are eggs, which gives you good protein, and even the yolk, which has been controversial, the yolk is good for you.
Yes.
How am I doing so far?
100%.
Okay,
Grade
okay,
A. You obviously read Feed Your Face.
No. I try to live clean.
So number one Feed Your Face rule is to have protein in the morning for two reasons. Number one, it keeps your blood sugar stable.
Yes.
Blood sugar stable means fewer acne, wrinkles, and rashes, and also it makes
Steve,
you
are you
less
still
hungry.
getting pimples at your age?
I hope so. Is it called senile acne? I think it's really called senile acne, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not
See,
making that
dressing
up.
young makes your skin younger, so watch out for that acne.
Okay.
Now, what about lunchtime? You know, you're
about
going to the
lunchtime?
food court. What are you going to have? You're going to have pizza or you're going to have tacos?
I think
What
I
do you
know,
think,
because I
Dorothy?
know you.
Oh, I see.
Tacos.
guess.
No, it's
What do you
got to
think?
absolutely be pizza. I don't think there's any question.
No,
Why-
tacos.
No.
No,
Oh,
pizza. Gotta be pizza.
A little bit of disagreement. Number one, Feed Your Face food is pizza.
Okay.
And
Just
not that
ask
greasy
me.
stuff.
Don't ask her.
Okay.
No, I'm
okay,
asking
Dr.
because I would
Edwards.
go for the heavy protein. The meat in the taco, you would think is the heaviest protein.
You love
tomatoes.
Yes, I do love tomatoes because we're living here in Southern California, and it's really important to have tomatoes which have something called lycopene that helps to protect
Yes, and
against
you like
sunburn.
lycopene.
Love lycopene because it helps to prevent
But what about
sunburn.
those who say, doctor, that nightshade plants are bad for people with any arthritic indications?
Yes, there are some
Good
people.
question.
Yes, excellent question about the nightshade. Yes, a lot of my
okay.
patients ask me about that. So it
I've
has
never
to,
asked.
It has to
You
depend
should.
on your particular condition. But if you're specifically thinking about sun damage and sun protection, then tomatoes. Also,
Good
pizza is
answer.
great because you can throw on a lot of green and yellow veggies. And as far as anti-aging, if you're worried about sagging and
What are you looking at
bagging.
me for?
No, I'm looking at you because you're an example of someone. You're an example of someone
I
who
know, I haven't
obviously
been in for a
follows
while.
the Feed Your Face principles.
No,
Now, I have a question.
Green and yellow veggies.
Dr.
Fewer
Wu,
proteins.
you can,
Yes.
a lot of ailments that you have in your book of people with skin conditions you've treated by food only. Do you
Yes.
also do the other lasers and things like
I
this?
do. I
Heck
do.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you are Dorothy's doctor.
Yes,
So
I'm
I'm gonna
Dorothy's
get some
doctor.
fillers since we're done.
Oh, you do fillers, you do all that.
I do all of that.
She likes the natural approach, but she has a mortgage and a boat to pay for, so she's got to do the other stuff.
Well, you know what it is? It's not either or. It's all of it. You know, you got to have a nice haircut, nice grooming, and nice clothes.
Okay.
So just like you got to come in and do the
Now,
treatments
what
and
would you
eat
do?
well at
A
home.
little Botox, little peel with him?
No,
or
I think eat some pizza, eat some steak,
Yep.
have
I
some
like
red
that
wine.
better.
That's all
Have
you
a Bloody
need.
Mary.
That's all
Okay,
you need.
what's
So-
next here?
So tonight for dinner, say you're going out to dinner with your lovely female companion,
My
whoever she may be,
dermatologist,
and
yes.
your dermatologist. Are you going to have the steak or are you going to have the pasta with olive oil? What do you think? What's better for your skin?
Steak.
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 Yes. Steak. Very good. Steak is good because it's high in protein. So protein helps us support the collagen and elastic tissue in our skin, and high in zinc.
Question,
well,
though.
yes.
Let's take a look at the pasta.
Yes.
What if it is 100% whole grain pasta? Does that change your thinking a little?
It does. It does if you can get 100% whole grain pasta. Very good. Helps to keep your blood sugar steady.
What do you
and
think-
throw in some protein.
What do you
some
think
chicken.
about people who have spelt pasta, quinoa pasta? Are those things better?
Even better. Even better because it slows down the blood sugar from rising. And studies have shown that rising blood sugar can break down your collagen to give you wrinkles and make your rashes and acne worse. Now, what are you going to have next to your steak?
Whoa!
Oh,
Are you okay?
what are you going to have next to your steak? You're going to have green beans or the iceberg? What do
Well,
you think?
iceberg
Green
is
beans.
worthless. I
Yeah,
go with
darker
green
green.
beans.
Okay, green beans. Green beans
Okay.
are good, but not because of what you think. Yes, they're green and they're a veggie, but green beans are good if you want to grow thick luxurious hair.
Oh, okay.
And that's because green beans are high in an element called silicon.
But what about a higher quality than iceberg lettuce?
Yes, if you get some spinach, or
Okay.
if you have a dark
Good.
leafy green, and go light on the dressing here, put the dressing on the side, and dip a forkful of your greens into the dressing.
You got a little sushi here?
Sushi, I love sushi. Who
Yeah.
doesn't love sushi? Now, what are
Me,
you going
but
to have?
I eat it at 7-Eleven most of the
If
time.
you were to have, so when you're at 7-Eleven picking up your 7-Eleven sushi, what are you going to get? Are you going to get salmon or are you going to get the tuna? What do you think?
I'm going to say salmon.
Salmon.
Salmon or tuna?
Oh, salmon.
Salmon,
No question.
yes. Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, salmon has omega-3 fatty acids. We've all heard of omega-3. Good for your heart, but also good for your skin as
The
well.
book is called Feed Your Face. Jessica Wu, MD. There's the book.
Wait, the
Here's
most important thing.
Dorothy is she's a
She knows.
Red wine.
So red wine's good for you.
Red wine is wonderful for your skin, helps to fight sun damage and wrinkles. Yes.
Well, thank you
Gotta
so
have that.
much.
So
Thank you.
healthy.
And what about all the sun damage she's had through the years?
Well, she eats well, she drinks red wine, and you can tell she doesn't have any more sun damage.
Okay.